Hello, my lovely friends. I hope this message finds you well and surrounded by peace. Life after 60 can be one of the most meaningful and joyful chapters of our journey, but it does require a little intentionality and care. And that's exactly why I'm here today. In this video, we're going to talk about 12 beautiful habits that happy, fulfilled people practice every day. These are simple, actionable steps that have the power to transform how you experience life. Because let's face it, we all deserve to wake up each morning feeling grateful, content, and excited for the day ahead. Now, before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from? Comment below and share your city. I always enjoy hearing from you. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips like these. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up next. Alright, let's begin. By the end of this video, my hope is that you'll feel empowered to create a life that feels peaceful, joyful, and full of purpose, no matter your age. Habit 1. Start the day with gratitude. Let me share a little secret with you. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. That's why practicing gratitude first thing in the morning is one of the most powerful habits you can cultivate. It's not just a nice thought. It's a transformative way to invite joy and positivity into your life every single day. When I wake up in the morning, I don't rush out of bed or dive into a list of things to do. Instead, I take a moment to simply pause. Before my feet even touch the floor, I close my eyes and think of 3 things I'm grateful for. Now, these don't have to be grand or life-changing. It could be something as small as the sound of birds outside your window, the comfort of your favorite blanket, or the thought of a loved one you'll talk to later. The beauty of this practice is in its simplicity. These small moments of gratitude add up, and over time, they help you notice all the little blessings that surround you. It's almost like rewiring your brain to see the good, even on days when life feels heavy or uncertain. Why is gratitude so important, especially in our golden years? Because it reminds us to focus on what we have rather than what we might feel is missing. It helps us appreciate the richness of life. Memories we've created, relationships we cherish, and even the lessons we've learned along the way. Science even backs this up. Studies show that practicing gratitude regularly can reduce stress, improve sleep, and even boost your overall happiness. So, my dear friends, as you think about tomorrow morning, what are 3 things you're grateful for right now? Take a moment to reflect. You might just find that the list is longer than you expected. Let gratitude guide you, and you'll discover that happiness has been within your reach all along. Habit 2. Craft a meaningful morning ritual. Mornings are sacred, aren't they? There's something so calming about the quiet stillness before the world wakes up, and it's the perfect time to set the tone for the rest of your day. That's why having a meaningful morning ritual is such a game changer. It's not about following a strict routine or rushing through tasks. It's about creating a moment of intention and peace that's just for you. For me, my morning ritual revolves around my favorite cup of tea. It's not just a drink, it's a little ceremony of self-care. I carefully prepare it, taking my time to steep it just right, and add a touch of honey for sweetness. Once it's ready, I settle into my cozy chair by the window, watching the world wake up as I take my first sip. That quiet moment, with the warmth of the tea in my hands, feels like a hug for my soul. Now, your morning ritual doesn't have to look like mine. It could be anything that brings you joy and helps you feel grounded. Maybe it's stretching or doing some light yoga to wake up your body. Maybe it's flipping through the pages of a good book or writing down your thoughts in a journal. Perhaps it's just sitting quietly with your favorite music playing softly in the background. Whatever it is, the key is that it makes you feel calm, centered, and ready to face the day. Why is this important? Because life can feel overwhelming at times, especially as we juggle responsibilities, family, and the inevitable surprises that each day brings. A morning ritual is like an anchor. It keeps you steady no matter what waves come your way. It's a reminder that before you take care of anything or anyone else, you deserve to take care of yourself. If you don't have a morning ritual yet, start small. Maybe just 5 minutes of quiet time with your thoughts, or a moment to enjoy your coffee without distractions. Let that time be yours, free from to-do lists or obligations. Over time, you'll find that this small habit has a big impact on how you approach your day. Habit 3. Get outside for fresh air. There's a simple yet powerful gift waiting for you just beyond your doorstep: fresh air. Taking a little time each day to step outside can do wonders for your mind, body, and spirit. It doesn't matter if it's a short walk, sitting on your porch, or simply standing under the open sky. Being outside connects you to the world in a way that's grounding and refreshing. For me, mornings are the best time to get outside. The air feels crisp and new, and there's something magical about watching the sunlight filter through the trees. On some days, I'll slip into my walking shoes and take a leisurely stroll around the neighborhood. It's not about speed or distance. It's about soaking in the sights and sounds. I might wave to a neighbor, admire someone's flower garden, or just enjoy the rhythm of my footsteps. Other times, I find joy in simply sitting in my backyard with a cup of tea, watching the birds flit about. There's a unique peace in observing nature. The way the wind moves through the trees, or the way a squirrel scurries up a branch. It reminds me that life is beautiful in its simplicity. Why is getting outside so important, especially in our golden years? For one, fresh air and sunlight can instantly lift your mood and reduce stress. Just 20 minutes outside can improve your mental clarity, boost your energy, and even help with sleep. Plus, a little sunlight is a natural way to get your daily dose of vitamin D, which is crucial for keeping your bones strong and your immune system healthy. But it's not just about the physical benefits. Stepping outside helps you feel more connected to the world. It reminds you that life is full of small wonders, even on days that feel ordinary. And when you take a moment to pause and appreciate those moments, you carry that sense of peace with you throughout your day. If you're not sure where to start, don't overthink it. You don't need a grand adventure, just step outside. Sit on a bench, take a short walk, or even open a window and breathe deeply. The world has so much to offer, and it's all there waiting for you to explore. Habit 4. Keep the body moving. Let's talk about movement. Now, before you think I'm about to suggest something strenuous or exhausting, let me assure you that keeping your body moving doesn't have to mean hitting the gym or running a marathon. In fact, some of the best ways to stay active are gentle, enjoyable, and easy to incorporate into your daily life. The key here is consistency. A little movement every day can make a world of difference in how you feel, both physically and mentally. For me, it might mean a peaceful stroll around the neighborhood, stretching in the living room, or even putting on some of my favorite music and dancing like nobody's watching. Yes, dancing is one of my favorite ways to stay active. Movement is essential as we age because it keeps our bodies flexible, our joints healthy, and our spirits uplifted. It helps ease stiffness, improves balance, and strengthens muscle so that everyday tasks, like climbing stairs or carrying groceries, feel easier. And let's not forget the mood-boosting effects of exercise. Moving your body releases endorphins, those wonderful little chemicals that make you feel happy and energized. But don't worry, you don't need fancy equipment or a complicated routine to stay active. Gardening counts as movement. So does playing with your grandchildren, walking your dog, or even tidying up around the house. The point is to find something that you enjoy and that fits into your lifestyle. If you're looking to try something new, why not explore chair yoga or gentle stretching exercises? There are plenty of free online videos designed specifically for seniors, so you can move at your own pace in the comfort of your home. Another idea is to start a walking routine, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Over time, those minutes add up and create a habit that benefits your overall well-being. Remember, it's not about how far or how fast you go. It's about showing your body the love and care it deserves. Movement keeps us feeling youthful, capable, and connected to the world around us. Habit 5. Connect with someone every day. Let's take a moment to talk about connection. As human beings, we're wired to connect with others. It's what brings meaning and richness to our lives. And while it's easy to get caught up in our routines or feel a little isolated, making an effort to reach out to someone each day can have an incredible impact on your happiness and well-being. Now, when I say connect, it doesn't have to be a long, deep conversation or a grand gesture. Sometimes, it's as simple as a quick phone call to a loved one, sending a cheerful text to a friend, or even smiling and saying hello to a neighbor. These small interactions remind us that we're not alone and that there are people who care about us and who we care about in return. For me, one of the highlights of my day is calling my children or grandchildren to catch up. Hearing their voices and sharing stories about our days always brightens my mood. On other days, I might reach out to an old friend I haven't spoken to in a while, just to let them know they're in my thoughts. And you know what? That simple act of connection often turns into a heartfelt conversation that lifts both our spirits. Science backs this up, too. Research has shown that strong social connections can improve mental health, reduce stress, and even help you live longer. It's not about how many people you talk to, but about the quality of those interactions. A genuine connection, even with just one person, can fill your heart in ways that nothing else can. If you're feeling unsure about where to start, consider joining a local group or community activity. Whether it's a book club, a knitting circle, or a gardening group, these spaces are wonderful for meeting like-minded people and building new friendships. And remember, connection doesn't always have to be face-to-face. A kind message, a handwritten note, or even a shared laugh over a funny memory can be just as meaningful. So today, I encourage you to reach out to someone. Maybe it's a family member, a friend, or even someone you haven't spoken to in years. Take that first step, and you might be surprised at how much joy it brings to both of you. Habit 6. Learn something new every day. Let's talk about keeping the mind sharp and the heart curious. One of the most fulfilling habits you can cultivate at any age is the commitment to learning something new every day. It doesn't have to be a grand undertaking. Sometimes, it's the smallest discoveries that make life exciting and meaningful. Learning keeps the mind active, engaged, and brimming with curiosity. As we grow older, it's especially important to stay mentally stimulated. It helps prevent feelings of stagnation and keeps us connected to the ever-changing world around us. Plus, let's be honest, there's something so satisfying about mastering a new skill or understanding something you didn't know before. For me, learning has become a joyful part of my daily routine. Some days, it's as simple as picking up a new recipe and experimenting in the kitchen. Other days, it might be figuring out a new feature on my phone, though I'll admit that one sometimes tests my patience. And then there are the moments when I dive into a book, watch a documentary, or ask my grandchildren to teach me about something that excites them. Their enthusiasm is contagious, and it's a wonderful way to bond while learning. The beauty of this habit is that it doesn't have to feel like work. Learning can be as easy as listening to a podcast on a topic you're curious about, exploring a new hobby like painting or knitting, or even discovering the history of a place you've always wanted to visit. The key is to follow your interests and let your curiosity guide you. And let me tell you, the benefits of learning go far beyond just gaining knowledge. It boosts your confidence, gives you a sense of purpose, and helps you feel more connected to the world around you. It's a reminder that no matter your age, there's always room for growth and discovery. Habit 7. Nourish your body with love. Let's take a moment to talk about something that impacts not only how we feel but how we live, what we choose to put into our bodies. Nourishing your body with love isn't about strict diets or denying yourself the things you enjoy. It's about finding a balance that makes you feel good, both inside and out. I've come to see meals as more than just something to fill my stomach. They're opportunities to care for my body, to give it the energy and nutrients it needs to thrive. Over the years, I've learned that eating colorful, fresh, and wholesome foods is one of the simplest and most effective ways to enhance both physical and emotional well-being. Now, let me be clear. I'm not suggesting you give up your favorite indulgences. Life is too short not to enjoy a piece of chocolate or a slice of pie now and then. But what I've found is that when you focus on adding nourishing foods to your plate, the cravings for less healthy options naturally start to fade. For me, a typical day might include a vibrant salad packed with greens, fresh veggies, and a drizzle of olive oil, a hearty soup filled with beans and whole grains, or a juicy piece of fruit as a snack. I also make it a point to stay hydrated throughout the day, often sipping on herbal teas or infused water. It's not about perfection. It's about making choices that feel good and support my overall health. Nourishing your body isn't just about physical health. It also has a profound effect on your mental and emotional state. When you eat foods that fuel your body properly, you feel more energetic, focused, and balanced. It's amazing how a simple shift in what's on your plate can lead to a noticeable improvement in your mood and outlook. If you're looking to make small changes, start by adding one healthy choice to each meal. Maybe it's a handful of berries with breakfast, a few extra veggies at lunch, or a nourishing soup for dinner. Over time, these small steps can turn into habits that make a big difference. Habit 8. Embrace small acts of kindness. Let's talk about kindness, the kind that fills your heart and makes the world just a little bit brighter. You see, kindness doesn't have to be grand or complicated to make an impact. In fact, it's often the smallest gestures that create the biggest ripples, both for others and for ourselves. For me, kindness has become a daily practice. It might be as simple as smiling at a stranger, holding the door for someone, or complimenting a friend on something they've done well. These little acts don't take much time or effort, but they have a way of lifting spirits, not just for the person you're being kind to, but for you as well. One thing I've started doing is writing short thank you notes to people who've made a difference in my life. Whether it's a friend who supported me during a tough time or a neighbor who helped with a small favor, expressing gratitude feels wonderful. And the responses I've received? They're nothing short of heartwarming. It's a reminder that we all crave acknowledgement and appreciation. But kindness isn't just about others. It's also about how we treat ourselves. Let's be honest. How often do we criticize ourselves or feel like we're not doing enough? Learning to be kind to yourself is just as important as being kind to others. It might mean giving yourself permission to rest when you're tired, forgiving yourself for mistakes, or simply acknowledging the strength and resilience you've shown throughout your life. The beauty of small acts of kindness is that they're contagious. When you extend kindness to someone, they're more likely to pass it on to others. It creates a ripple effect that spreads far beyond what you can see. And in a world that often feels rushed and disconnected, those ripples of kindness are more valuable than ever. Habit 9. Take time for reflection. Let's pause for a moment and talk about the power of reflection. In the busyness of life, it's easy to move from one day to the next without stopping to really think about where we've been, what we've learned, and how we've grown. But taking time to reflect, even for a few minutes, can be one of the most grounding and meaningful habits you develop. For me, reflection often happens in the evening, when the world has quieted down and I have a moment to myself. I like to sit with a cup of tea or simply gaze out the window, letting my thoughts wander over the day that's just passed. I ask myself simple questions. What brought me joy today? Was there a moment I could have handled differently? What's one thing I'm proud of from today? Some evenings, I jot my thoughts down in a journal. It's not fancy or structured, just a few notes about the highlights and lessons of the day. Other times, I reflect in my mind, letting my thoughts flow freely. What I've found is that this small habit helps me end the day with a sense of peace and purpose. Reflection isn't about being hard on yourself or overanalyzing every detail. It's about acknowledging the journey you're on, celebrating the victories, big and small, and learning from the challenges. It's a chance to honor your progress and recognize how far you've come, even on the days when things didn't go as planned. This habit is especially important as we grow older. Reflection allows us to connect with our experiences, our values, and the people we care about. It reminds us of what truly matters and helps us approach life with a sense of gratitude and clarity. Habit 10. Surround yourself with beauty. There's something truly special about the way beauty can uplift our spirits. Surrounding yourself with things that bring you joy, peace, and comfort isn't just about creating a pleasing environment. It's about nurturing your soul. Beauty has the power to inspire, soothe, and remind us of the goodness in life. For me, it starts at home. I make it a point to fill my space with things that feel meaningful and comforting. Fresh flowers on the dining table, a cozy blanket draped over my favorite chair, or photos of loved ones displayed on the walls. These little touches create a sense of warmth and belonging. Each object holds a memory or a story, and just looking at them brings a smile to my face. But beauty isn't confined to your home. It's all around us in nature. I love spending time in my garden, watching the flowers bloom and listening to the birds sing. There's something grounding about stepping outside and soaking in the colors and sounds of the natural world. Even a simple walk through the park or sitting on the porch can be a reminder of the wonder that surrounds us. Surrounding yourself with beauty doesn't mean you have to spend a lot of money or make big changes. It's about the small, intentional choices that make your space and your life feel more vibrant. It might be a scented candle that fills the room with a calming aroma, a piece of art that inspires you, or even just tidying up a corner of your home to create a sense of order and calm. Why is this important? Because the environment we live in affects our mood and outlook more than we realize. When you're surrounded by beauty, whether it's in the form of physical objects, nature, or even the people in your life, you feel more grounded, joyful, and at peace. It's a way of reminding yourself that life is full of little moments to cherish. Habit 11. Celebrate what you've accomplished. Life is a journey filled with challenges, growth, and countless moments of triumph, big and small. Yet, how often do we pause to truly celebrate what we've accomplished? It's so easy to focus on what's left to do or what we wish we'd done differently, but taking the time to acknowledge and honor your achievements is a powerful way to cultivate happiness and self-worth. For me, celebrating doesn't have to mean a big party or a fancy dinner. It's often the quiet, personal moments that mean the most. I might flip through old photo albums and relive the memories of milestones I've reached, like raising my family, nurturing friendships, or learning something new. These reflections remind me of the courage, perseverance, and love that have carried me through life's ups and downs. Even on an ordinary day, there are small wins worth celebrating. Maybe you made a healthy choice for lunch, reached out to someone you've been meaning to call, or simply got through a tough day with grace. Each of these moments is a testament to your strength and determination, and they deserve to be recognized. Why is celebrating your accomplishments so important? Because it reinforces the idea that you are capable, resilient, and constantly growing. It helps shift your focus away from any perceived shortcomings and reminds you of all the things you've done right. It's a way of saying, "Look how far I've come," and giving yourself the credit you truly deserve. Habit 12. Prioritize laughter and joy. Let's end with one of life's most delightful habits, laughter and joy. There's something magical about the way laughter can lighten your heart, lift your spirits, and even make you feel years younger. It's one of the simplest, most natural ways to bring happiness into your life, and it's something we should never overlook, no matter our age. For me, laughter often comes from the small, everyday moments. It could be a funny memory that pops into my mind, a lighthearted joke from a friend, or a silly mistake I make and can't help but chuckle about. I also love watching a good comedy or spending time with my grandchildren. They have such a contagious way of seeing the world that always leaves me smiling. Laughter isn't just fun. It's incredibly good for you. Studies show that it can reduce stress, improve your mood, and even boost your immune system. It's like a free dose of medicine for your mind and body. And the best part? It's available to us anytime, anywhere. But let's not forget that joy doesn't always have to come with a big laugh. Sometimes it's found in the quiet, simple moments that fill your heart with peace. Maybe it's the contentment of sipping your favorite tea while watching the sunrise, or the warmth of holding hands with someone you love. Joy can be found in the details of everyday life if we take the time to notice and appreciate them. So how can we prioritize laughter and joy in our lives? One way is to seek out things that genuinely make you happy, whether it's spending time with loved ones, revisiting a favorite hobby, or even trying something new just for fun. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and share in your laughter. It's one of the most rewarding ways to deepen your connections. At the end of the day, laughter and joy remind us not to take life too seriously. They keep us grounded in the present and help us navigate challenges with a lighter heart. So, my friends, what's one thing you can do today to invite more laughter and joy into your life? Maybe it's watching a funny movie, calling a friend who always makes you laugh, or simply letting yourself be playful and spontaneous. You've earned the right to enjoy every moment of your journey, and laughter is the perfect way to celebrate it. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful conversation about habits that bring happiness and fulfillment. Remember, life is meant to be lived with joy, love, and purpose every single day. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep spreading joy.